Socrates' timeless contemporary, the visionary tragedian Aeschylus, unveiled a profound eternal truth that has ignited souls across the ages. He who learns must suffer. Pathei mathos. At first whisper, these words may pierce like a dagger, evoking visions of torment rather than enlightenment. They might seem a somber decree, a harsh verdict on the human condition. But oh, courageous seeker, lean closer. Let this revelation unfold its radiant wings. For those who have danced through life's fiercest storms, who have been forged in the crucibles of adversity, who have risen from the ashes of despair with unbreakable spirits, they recognize this not as a burden, but as the most exquisite gift the universe bestows. Suffering isn't the villain in your epic tale. It's the wise mentor, the transformative alchemy, the divine catalyst that propels you from fragility to fortitude, from ignorance to infinite wisdom. Imagine the boundless potential unlocked when you embrace this sacred path. In a world that often shies from shadows, you stand as a beacon of bravery, turning pain into power, trials into triumphs, and every scar into a star that guides others through their nights. This is your invitation to transcend, to discover that within the heart of hardship lies the seed of your greatest glory, a wisdom so profound it echoes eternally, inspiring generations to rise and claim their own unbreakable destinies. The profound lessons, carved by the chisel of hardship, awakening your inner warrior. Reflect deeply, inspired soul, on the most transformative chapters of your own odyssey, the pivotal moments that sculpted your character, ignited your inner fire, and propelled you toward heights unimagined. Were these born from silken ease, from days of untroubled bliss and effortless flow? Or did they emerge from the forge of fierce trials, the crucibles where life tested your mettle, humbled your ego, and demanded you evolve or perish? Those radiant epiphanies, those unbreakable strengths, they blossomed in the valleys of vulnerability, when circumstances brought you to your knees, when the world seemed to crumble like ancient ruins under a tempest's fury, when doubt whispered defeat and isolation echoed loud. In those sacred arenas of struggle, you didn't merely survive. You transcended, emerging with a wisdom that no serene path could bestow. For authentic enlightenment isn't harvested from textbooks or tranquil meditations alone. It's etched into your being through the raw poetry of experience. It's the fruit of trial and triumph, of stumbles that teach grace, of heartaches that unveil compassion. We grasp the essence of perseverance only after wrestling with exhaustion's grip. We savor gratitude's sweetness only after tasting the bitterness of loss. We embody true strength only after embracing our most profound weaknesses, rising from them like phoenixes aflame. Picture yourself not as a victim of these tempests, but as their victorious conqueror, each hardship a stepping stone to your throne, each pain a polish that makes your spirit shine like a diamond forged in earth's deepest fires. This is the ultra-inspirational call. Suffering is your greatest ally, the divine sculptor chiseling away the superfluous to reveal the masterpiece within. Embrace it, and watch as you become the hero of your own legend, inspiring multitudes to find their light in the darkness. The sacred fire that forges indomitable souls, turning adversity into your ultimate empowerment. Envision a master blacksmith at his anvil, crafting a blade destined for legends. He selects raw ore, unrefined, unyielding, lacking luster or edge, and thrusts it into the heart of a roaring inferno. The metal glows with furious intensity, softened by the blaze, ready for reshaping. With thunderous strikes, he hammers it relentlessly, folding it layer upon layer, tempering it in flames that would sear lesser substances. If the metal possessed consciousness, it would cry out in agony, pleading for respite from the relentless assault. It would question the cruelty of such transformation, unaware of its impending glory. Yet, without this sacred ordeal, it would remain brittle, dull, unfit for the battles ahead. Never a sword that sings through the air, cleaving obstacles with effortless might. You, magnificent being, are that metal. Raw potential awaiting the forge's embrace. Life is the masterful artisan, and suffering the purifying blaze. We enter this grand arena unformed, innocent of wisdom's depths, lacking the resilience to weather storms. But through every trial endured, every heartbreak weathered, every defeat turned to dawn, we are refined, our edges sharpened, our core fortified. Suffering doesn't arrive to shatter you. It's the divine invitation to rebuild stronger, wiser, more luminous. It strips away illusions, burns off impurities, and molds you into a vessel of unbreakable power. In this ultra-inspirational alchemy, pain becomes your greatest teacher, whispering secrets of the soul that ease could never reveal. Rise from the flames and claim the invincible strength that awaits. Your rebirth as a force of nature, inspiring all who witness your radiant transformation. Shattering the deception of effortless existence, igniting the fire of true aspiration. Countless wanderers chase the mirage of a pain-free paradise, erecting fortresses of comfort to evade life's inevitable edges. They pursue pleasures that numb the spirit, shortcuts that skirt the soul's growth, evasions that promise peace but deliver stagnation. But behold, the profound paradox. Those who flee from friction also flee from fulfillment. They never venture beyond self-imposed horizons, never cultivate the roots of resilience, never unearth the treasures buried in their untapped depths. For strength isn't bestowed in serenity, it's birthed in the blaze of battle. Lift weights of featherlight ease, and your muscles remain dormant, your power untapped. Shelter your intellect from intellectual tempests, and it dulls like an unused blade. Shun risks for the safety of sameness, and greatness eludes you like a dream deferred. The seductive path of simplicity may whisper sweet nothings, but it leads to a barren wasteland of unfulfilled promise. The rugged trail of trials, the one etched with sweat, tears, and tenacity, is the highway to heavenly heights. This is your ultra-inspirational summons. Reject the illusion of ease and embrace the empowerment of effort. In the heart of hardship lies the seed of your sovereignty, a life of legendary depth where every struggle becomes a stepping stone to stardom. The agony of defeat and the ecstasy of endurance, rising as an unconquerable force. Gaze upon the constellations of human achievement, the luminaries who didn't just endure suffering, but harnessed it as rocket fuel for their ascents. Thomas Edison, the wizard of innovation, didn't illuminate the world through flawless fortune. He embraced over 1,000 failures as faithful guides, each one a spark leading to the light bulb's dawn, inspiring inventors to view setbacks as sacred steps. Michael Jordan, the aerial alchemist of basketball, wasn't crowned king by unchallenged talent. Cut from his high school team, he channeled that sting into a symphony of sweat, practicing with demonic drive to become an icon of invincibility, motivating millions to turn rejection into resurrection. J.K. Rowling, the enchantress of worlds, didn't weave Harry Potter's magic amid luxury. Rejected by a dozen publishers, impoverished and disheartened, she persisted through personal tempests, birthing a universe that has enchanted billions, proving that Payne's pen can author destinies. Would these titans have touched immortality without the forge's fire? Without suffering's stern tutelage? No. For in the crucible of challenge, they discovered diamonds within. This is your ultra-inspirational heritage. Let adversity be your anvil, hammering you into an unbreakable force that inspires awe and awakens worlds, transmuting suffering into sovereign wisdom, the choice that crowns your destiny. Suffering alone doesn't bestow enlightenment. It's your heroic response that alchemizes it into gold. In life's grand arena, two archetypes emerge: the embittered, who let pain poison their potential, questioning why me, with fists clenched against fate, becoming shadows of what they could be; the empowered, who wield suffering as a wand of wonder, inquiring, what can I glean from this blaze? They harness hurt as high-octane fuel, transmuting trials into treasures of tenacity. Every storm offers this divine dichotomy: crumble under its weight or rise as its conqueror. Let loss breed resentment, or let it bloom gratitude's garden. Allow failure to foster defeat, or let it fuel your firestorm of fortitude. Permit hardship to hollow you, or let it hollow out weaknesses, filling you with unbreakable might. This is your ultra-inspirational empowerment. Choose betterment over bitterness. In this alchemy, suffering becomes your supreme ally, sculpting a soul of sovereign strength that radiates inspiration, lighting paths for the weary and awakening the dormant dreams of humanity. The ephemeral sting of suffering, the eternal radiance of wisdom, claiming your immortal legacy. No anguish endures eternally. No gale rages without respite. No night lingers without dawn's kiss. But the jewels of insight mined from misery, they gleam forever, adorning your character like crowns of stars, equipping you for conquests yet unimagined. When tempests assail, don't flee their fury. Welcome them as wise whisperers, sharpening your edge, fortifying your foundation. One radiant day, gazing back upon your odyssey, you'll behold every torment tendered timeless teachings, every ordeal orchestrated unbreakable oneness, every downfall dawned as a divine uprising. You'll not lament life's rigors. You'll exalt them as the sacred sculptors of your sovereignty, the catalysts that rendered you unstoppable, a force of nature inspiring legions to embrace their own heroic journeys. Heed Aeschylus's eternal flame. He who learns must suffer. Yet in this sacred forge lies metamorphosis, power unearthed, wisdom awakened, a spirit soaring to summits sublime. Rise, indomitable one. Embrace the exquisite price and claim the boundless beauty that awaits. Your greatest self beckons. Forge ahead and let your transformed light inspire the cosmos to new heights of glory.
If you felt inspired by our journey through the Hellenic horizons, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.